Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Abyss with Jess and Des.
Welcome. Hey, Jess.
Hi, Des.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm excited that we don't have work tomorrow.
Yeah. Woo! I know. I'm so sad I don't have Tuesday off.
Yeah.
Try to get it off too late.
Yeah. But it was a good idea.
Yeah. The
Maybe
thought
next
was
time.
there.
You gotta have it a little bit faster next time.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It came so quick. I was like, oh, we're off?
I know.
Yeah,
Seriously,
yeah.
I had totally forgot. I was thinking like the next holiday to get us a day off wouldn't be for till forever for now.
Yeah.
When is the next one?
Is it? I think it's in September, right?
Ooh, what is? I don't know.
Labor Day, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Right, because this is Memorial Weekend?
Yes,
yeah.
Memorial.
Yeah.
Okay, well, can't wait for
I'm
Labor Day.
I'm like, do we get it off?
I think we get all major
Okay,
holidays, unless
okay.
we were already off on that day.
Okay, true.
In that case,
true.
then it didn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Well, happy holidays to everyone who gets a day off for it, because
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and thanks for everyone who served.
Yeah! So, other than the holidays, what have you been up to?
I've actually been working a lot.
You have been
Yes,
working a lot.
I'm trying to think if I've done anything in between work, and I want to say I did sleep
Congrats.
sometime in
That's
between
good.
then. I went to the movies today with my sister after work.
What'd you
We
watch?
Saw Garfield.
Oh, and that has Chris Pratt's Garfield, right?
Yes.
Do you think he did good?
Yeah, it was fine. Like, you know, I know everyone was upset about it, but, like, it's whatever. It's
Is
an
it
animation.
is he doing a Garfield voice?
Not
is
really.
it like, or is he just talking?
I guess it sounds a little bit different, but you could definitely tell it's Chris
It's still
Pratt.
Chris Pratt. I mean, that's
Yeah.
his Mario. Was
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
which, I mean,
Yeah.
that movie was still good.
No, yeah, it was good. It was cute. I liked it. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I
up a little
love
bit.
Garfield. I love Garfield so much. I
Yeah.
can't wait to watch
I
it
was
myself.
gonna say, yeah, it's interesting. It's not what I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, really?
Because from the previews, you think it's gonna be something else.
I'm
It's
excited
still
to watch it.
related, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm
No
excited to watch
spoilers,
it.
no
No
spoilers.
spoilers. Not for Garf.
And then on Run P, it said there was end credits, and they show like a bunch of scenes of like kittens, cats, whatever. And then like my sister was saying, "Are you sure there's gonna be something?" And I'm like, "Oh well, Run P says there is, but it says there is several." And then we waited till the very end, and then it's a comic strip, and it starts with one. It's like, whatever, the end. What are you still doing here? And then the last one, it's like, oh, you're waiting for the sequel, and then that's it. Then the screen goes black. And I was like, oh. So
How
just so you guys
cute.
don't have to stay. That's why I said that. Only spoiler.
I'd still stay.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
cute.
that.
It's
Are
cute.
the kittens real cats?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
like
okay, okay.
popular, like, and I recognize a lot of them. They're like
Like the
popular
breeds?
YouTube videos.
Oh, popular cats on the internet.
Yes,
Oh, that's
yes.
cool. Okay. For a second, I thought maybe it was like kittens versions of like all the Garfield cats or something.
That would
I was
be
like, that would
cute.
be really
That would
cute.
be cute.
They should have hired me.
They should have. What were they thinking?
I don't know. That's really cool though.
Yeah, so
wait
it was
to see
good.
that.
I liked it.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you went to a show, right?
Yeah, I went to a show on Friday night. I went to
Yeah.
go see On Hell, who's on tour with Saruda, and I was really excited because this girl Mishroom, and
so
she's
cute.
super good. She does 140 sets, and they're awesome.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I had a good time.
Do you want to explain what 140 sets is for some people, or you think
Oh,
they get
yeah.
it?
I don't know. I feel like I talked about 140 BPM, but it's just the beats per minute
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the song. Specifically, 140 is my
Preference.
Yeah. And it was cool. On Hell was a mix. He was hopping around, and he played a lot of Mexican bangers.
Hell yeah.
And like the original songs, he played original like, "Do you think you're better off?" Can't sing anymore because
That's
they're gonna
so cool. They'll
they'll
you know.
cancel us.
Which, by the way, somebody told me we can use people's music because technically, not to let everyone in, we're not making any money off of this. So since we're not earning money because we don't have ads, we
Oh.
can play music. It's
Are
what
you
somebody
serious?
told
Okay,
me.
we should Google it
Yeah, we'll
to
Google
make
it
sure.
first, but I thought that was cool. if
Yeah,
that's
whenever
true.
you're in doubt, if someone tells you something, you should just double
at least
check.
Google it.
Try to do a little bit more
Yeah,
research.
absolutely.
But Yeah. I was gonna say, played like the Sonidito, um, just like so many good songs. What was interesting though was like obviously I was there with a bunch of friends.
Mhm.
I went with one friend and my partner, and then of course a ton of our friends were there, and there's like a very small fraction of us that were Mexican.
Okay.
And like obviously we got super excited when the
Are
music
you
was like,
saying
and we
other
were like,
people weren't?
not really. Some people
Oh.
were, some people were cool, some people weren't. And then like we were super hyped.
Yeah.
Angel did a remix of Gasolina, and I lost my shit.
What?
And like my other friend and her two friends she came with, which are also my friends, but we were just going crazy, and like this dude kept looking at me like just giving me a crazy look.
What, like
and
you're not allowed to get lit?
I was like, dude, I'm a Mexican. What do you want?
What are we going out for? What are we here at the show for? If we're not trying to get, like, this is lit. This is fucking banger.
And we're like, I was like, I love Mexican music.
Yeah.
I'm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, interesting. I'm like, sir, stop looking at me.
Mind your business.
I'm like, sorry, you can't shake your hips like I can.
Exactly. So you can't keep a rhythm. Like,
exactly.
That's crazy, though. That sounds really fun.
Yes.
I saw some of it on Instagram, your story. Yeah. Sounded awesome. Sounded very fun.
It was good. It was good. Oh, also related to the show, but unrelated. So I have this thing where if I see you and I see the back of your shirt and your tag is showing, I'm going to tell you. Because I don't want you to look goofy out on these streets.
So you're saying if my tag's out, I'm goofy?
I don't,
Are you saying that?
Unless it's a trend.
You heard it here.
I just feel like, I don't know, some people like want to look proper, want to be all, have their tags in.
It's a little
some people don't want to know, or like some people don't want people to know what size they are, stuff like that.
Sure.
So like I usually always tell people like, hey, your tag's sticking out, or I will tuck it in for them, which I've only done like a few times. I'll do it with people I'm comfortable with.
I was gonna say maybe not strangers. They might be like, what are you touching me for?
But. And at the show I saw two different guys, and I really wanted to tell them something, but I also didn't want to be weird, but it was bugging me. And every time they stood, and like they were standing in front of me for a while, and I'm like, should I just quickly like reach over and tuck it?
And nobody had the guts to tell them themselves.
Well, and then I got too stuck in my head, and I was like, are they gonna get mad if I say something?
Right? Because I mean, I'm sure. Have you had that experience where someone kind of gives you an attitude about it?
Actually, today at work, this lady was leaving after she bought some stuff, and I was like, okay, first of all,
how random that so many people have tags sticking out of their shirts.
That's what I'm saying. Does no one know? Like, there's an epidemic, and
this is crazy.
You guys have fake friends because no one's telling you.
Yeah, literally.
But unrelated, she comes in and she's like, I'm super sad, like this, and that. And I was like, oh, are you okay? She's like, my son just moved away out of state somewhere else, and I have no friends here.
Oh, she has bigger fish to fry than
and
her
I was
tag.
like, okay. And I was like, I hope you're doing okay. And then she tried to get a shampoo and conditioner. It was supposed to be on sale. And when she rung it up, it did like a sell from both of them. And it's like buy one, get one half off. But like, I guess technically, because I called a manager to come check it out, because she's like, oh yeah, this isn't half off of one. But if you add them up together, it is half off of one. Yeah. Right. So I was like, okay, cool. And then, then she's like checking out. She's like, yeah, I have no friends here. And I was like, oh yeah, like, I'm really sorry. And then, And then she's like, what's even more depressing is my birthday's on Tuesday. And I was like,
she inviting you?
I was like, oh, happy early birthday. And she's like, no, I'm turning 70. And I was like,
some people just want to be miserable. Like nothing you say would have been good, I think.
I was like, oh, well, happy early birthday. I hope you feel better. And then she's like, I doubt it. It's depressing. And I was like, okay. And then as soon as she left, I'm like, oh, her tag's sticking out. I was like,
you just added to her day, Jess.
I was like, oh, hey, by the way, your tag's sticking out. So no one else would look at it. And she just like, oh, okay. And then walks away.
She for real thought, like, when you were like, hey, she was like, oh, she wants to come to my birthday. She wants to go out with me or something. No.
Yeah. I don't even go out with my friends. So I don't know.
It's nice of you, though, to tell people that.
Yeah.
I can't really, because I just ripped the tags off of all my shirts. Because I can't.
What do you do when it's itchy?
It doesn't get itchy because I do it
Our
smart.
tags are tags better now? I don't know. I haven't.
So I feel like for the most part, I feel like actually that's a great question because I feel like yes. I feel like when I was a kid, I remember tags being like you try to cut them and then they're stabbing you, or like you try to rip them off. It doesn't happen. Absolutely. Nowadays they make a lot of rip-offable tags, like just in general. So it's designed to rip off and not be itchy. But then the ones that don't, I will cut the little seam that stitched it on there, and I'll just take it off because I'm not dealing with it. You know, I don't like stuff on my neck. And, so I just cut them off. But that's just me.
Okay, well, I'm
so
gonna
stay
start
safe
telling
out there,
people.
everyone else, with your tags.
Is that a hot take, guys? Should I not tell people to tuck their tags in? Should I let everyone have their tags out?
I think it's I personally, and I do wonder what other people think, but I think it's an okay thing. I don't think
I'm not doing it maliciously.
Yeah, you're not
I'm
like,
just
how
like,
you fucking your tags
well, it's
out, loser.
like when you tell someone like, oh, hey, your shoe's untied because maybe they didn't notice.
Right.
Yeah, like it's just like that type of thing. Yeah. Or like when someone has their shirt inside out. I will tell you.
And low-key, if they get mad about it, I genuinely feel like it's really not about the tag. There's something else going on. Because, like, it doesn't make sense to get upset that someone's telling you your tag's out.
I'm like, I can get it for you if you would like.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's really cool, though.
Yeah.
It's fun.
But, yeah, that was fun.
Earlier you said that you got rest, and then it made me think of something.
Yeah.
I developed an eye twitch for, like, a day and a half.
Recently?
It started on Thursday at work about like 3 a.m.
Oh, I believe that.
3 a.m.-ish. My left eye started to twitch, and I was like, whoa. But it was like kind of twitch, and then it'd be like a while, and then it would twitch, and I was like, okay. And you could feel it, you feel your eye twitching.
Yeah.
And for a long time, like, I could never get somebody to look at my eye while it's twitching, so I honestly didn't believe my eye was twitching, because I was like, is it? I'm like, maybe it's just a weird phantom feeling or something. Yeah. But then my partner saw it, and I saw it in the mirror too. It was like twitching. And then as the night progressed, and like I was going to bed maybe around like 5 a.m.
It was just like
6 a.m. It was twitching a lot more.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I Googled it, and it said it could have been a bunch of stuff like dry eye, it could have been stress, it could have been sleep deprivation, it could have been all this stuff.
All of them?
And I'm like, what could it be? Because, also smoking, I did genuinely think like maybe I fucked up my eye smoking, because sometimes your eyes just get so dry when you're smoking.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And, like itchy. That's why people put eye drops, but I never have eye drops on me.
I thought people just put in eye drops because people don't want to know that
for
they're
the redness.
Yeah.
Probably that too, but it does help with that itchiness. So anyway, I thought it could have been that, but then I put it on Facebook because I was like, because I went to sleep thinking maybe it'll just go away.
You're like, I have an insane twitching problem. I didn't see it. What happened?
The next day, it got so much worse. It was like twitching nonstop, dude. Like within like minutes of each other, it would just stop and for a second, and then we'd go again. And I was like, dude, what is up with my eye? And I had a busy day. I was returning my old Spectrum stuff because as people with Spectrum know, when you move, you gotta move your internet over, and they gave me a new modem and stuff, so I had to return the old one. But it's just anyway, so I had to go do all that with a twitchy eye, and then like come home and I read, because I posted on Facebook, I think it was like, hey, I started at this time, it's progressively getting worse, has anyone dealt with this? And the first two comments on there were both from obviously Facebook friends, and they were saying that it could be from being tired. And I was like, but I did sleep, so maybe that's not it. But I was like, I'll stick with the benefit of the doubt. I do sleep technically, like, and get up earlier nowadays, because I told you I've been trying to get more sun. As graveyard workers, it's kind of hard if you don't get up like till way later. So I have to sacrifice some sleep, whatever. So I've been getting some sun, and then some other people said stress, and I was like, I was like, probably, it could be that too. I was like, what if I'm like killing myself with stress, and this is the first sign? It's like your eye just going off. Yeah, but. Then I got a full night's sleep. I think I got way more than a full night's sleep. I got like 11, 12 hours of sleep. Yeah. And it went away.
Well, nice.
So if your eye's twitching,
take a nap.
Some sleep. Get some sleep. I was like, because I was actually really worried about it. I got like so
you're just
so
like
fast.
You're getting a little manic about your eye. Yeah,
absolutely.
When I rested, I meant last night, and I fell asleep. Well, okay, so I was FaceTiming my friend, and I called her at 7:30 when I left work. And then I went to go pick up my brother from Roller Kingdom. And I was just talking to her. And we were just talking. Then I was like, oh, let me pick up some food for my partner, because I wanted to hang out at my mom's for a while. And I was like, okay, I'll do Grateful Gardens right here since it's downtown. I'll go down that way. I placed it online. It went to the South Meadows location, which I was like, wow, I should have looked. I didn't even think
I didn't even know we had multiple.
Yeah. There's
Damn.
like 3 of them. So
Damn.
there's 2 you can eat at and one's like a
To go only?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was like, okay. And then my brother's like, he told me, can you please be here at 8? So I was like, okay, I'm just going to drive straight there after work. And I went straight there. And then I'm like waiting. And I didn't tell him I was there because I didn't want him to feel pressured. And then at 8, he's like, can you come in 15 to 20 more minutes? And I was like, ah! And I was like, I've been here for like 20 minutes. And he's like, what the? And I was like, well, you told me to be here at 8, so I want to be on time.
Yeah.
And then so I waited. Then I had to drive over there and get it. And then this whole time my friend's on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Then bring the food back over here, then go back to my mom's. And we're just talking. And then she looks tired. She looks exhausted. She was at the Unts with me. And then the next weekend she was at EDC for the 3 days and then hanging out in Vegas. So not much sleep there.
And it's hot as fuck. It's so hot.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway.
And she was also at the show.
Yeah.
And so I was like, she's like, I don't even want to go. I'm so exhausted. And I was like, oh, you shouldn't go. But of course she went out, had a great time.
Yeah.
And then she looked so exhausted yesterday. And then I was like, oh, are you going to go to bed? And she's like, no, I'm going to get up in a little bit and do some laundry. And we're FaceTiming. She's laying on the bed. And I see her like nodding out. And then my little sister's like, your friend's falling asleep. And then she opens her eyes. She's like, ah.
That's hilarious.
She's like, she looked at me.
I'm perceived. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's okay. And then she did. She fell asleep. And I hung out at my mom's house till I think I left there at like 11. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry to go off on another tangent right there. So I'm trying to leave my mom's house.
Uh-huh.
I can't find my shoes anywhere.
Oh.
I literally didn't go anywhere in my mom's house. I walked in, sat down, ate, talked with my sister, had my friend on the phone, was just hanging out. Then I went from like literally 4 steps over to the couch to lay down with my other sister, and we were just laying down, and I was like falling asleep. Watching TikToks with her, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave, I'm getting tired. Get up, go pee. Then I come back, I put my socks on. I can't find my shoes anywhere. Literally anywhere. I'm looking everywhere, and I'm like, hey, has anyone seen my shoes? Did anyone put them on? And no one can find my shoes. Then like my mom gets up, my brother gets up, we're all looking everywhere, looking for my shoes. We can't find the shoes anywhere.
They're on your feet.
I wish. I went out to my car to see if they were there. They're like, are you sure you wore them in? And I was like, I think I did. I was like, dude, I'm tired. I was like, maybe I didn't.
Right.
I went out to check, not in the car. My mom even checked outside. My brother picked up the couch. We're looking everywhere. We're looking in all the rooms. We're checking all the shoes. Can't find it anywhere. My sister looks a little sus.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey sissy, did you hide my shoes? Did you move them somewhere on accident? And she's like, and she kind of like, she's like, I don't think so.
She's like pretending to think about it.
And I was like, if you did, you can like let me know. And then she's like, well, I guess if I would take them, let me check my spots. And I was like,
if I was going to.
And then
here's where
she looked and she's like, there's nowhere that I would have put them at. And I was like, okay. And it's like almost an hour.
Did you ask her to show you her spots?
Yeah, she was like doing it in front of me.
This is one of them. This is another one over here.
And then me and my mom were like, what's going on? I was like, how did they just disappear? I was like, I don't know. And then we go into the room. We're looking around. And I was like, and then my sister's standing there. And I was like, oh, do you think like, are they in here somewhere? And she like looks up at her bed because there's bunk beds. And she's like, maybe it could be on my bed. And I was like, and then my mom was like, are they on your bed? And she's like, let me check. And she goes up there and she like plops herself. And my mom's like, look for the shoes. And she's like, yeah, no, they're not over here. And she's like, well, do you know where they are? Why would you look up in your bed if you don't know where they are?
Did she take them because she doesn't want you to leave?
And then she's like, oh, they're in the closet. And then
what?
She pulls them out of the closet, but they're my brother's slides. But she thought they were mine. And she's like, oh,
Oh.
well, I hid these because I didn't want Sissy to leave.
Aww.
But I had literally told her like 20 minutes before, like, it's okay if you hid them. I'm not going to get mad at you. I don't know if maybe you wanted me to stay, but can you tell me if they're there? But they weren't the shoes I was wearing.
Yeah. So you still don't know where they're at yet?
No, I wore the slides home. I have no idea where my shoes are. And
They're just gone at this
they're
point.
just gone, yeah. And
I thought you were going to say you found them.
No.
What?
And my mom today was like, did you find them? I was like, no. So,
What?
I don't know where they are.
It was
but
that
yeah.
dude that yelled at you that one time.
I know where he lives. I'll knock on his window.
That's crazy, bro.
But yeah, they're just kind of poofed. So.
That would drive me crazy.
Yeah, we were all going crazy.
Yeah,
and then
like, they don't just leave.
Yeah,
They don't
and then
just
so
disappear.
Lena did hide my shoes, but
They weren't
my
yours.
shoes. Yeah,
yeah. That's so cute though. Sad cute though that she didn't want you to leave.
yes.
Damn.
And anyways, finally, I wore the slides. I go home. I'm still on the FaceTime with my friend. Get home. I was like watching videos and like the volume's really low because I was still on FaceTime.
Was she sleeping
the whole time? Yeah.
Why didn't you hang up?
Because I didn't want to leave her alone.
But she's sleeping.
I know. You've never like napped on FaceTime with a
Sure,
friend.
but like, what if like, regardless of you trying to be quiet or not, there was a loud noise like from something else around you?
Oh, it was just in my ear.
Oh, I guess so. I don't know. I guess me personally,
like,
your friend was like, you woke up to your sister saying, "Oh, your friend's sleeping," and like, whoa, like
no,
don't
but she
catch
was
me
in my ear, so
sleeping.
she just happened to open her eyes.
I know, but I'm saying like she's
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
they caught me sleeping. It's like now, just imagine you're just like carrying.
No, yeah, but I
someone's
don't think
carrying
she
you
heard.
around
I don't
with you
think she heard
sleeping.
my sister.
No, but I'm saying
Yeah,
like
yeah.
people are.
Oh.
You're being watched.
Oh, she's in my
sleeping.
pocket though. The rest
Then
of the
what
time.
is the point of being on the
What?
phone?
It's like when you FaceTime your friend and you guys are just on FaceTime for hours, but you guys aren't saying anything or you're doing stuff.
Sure, but you're not sleeping.
I know, but sometimes you gotta nap on FaceTime with your friends.
I guess so.
Or like in middle school, I would all the time go to sleep with a friend. We'd wake up in the
Yeah,
morning.
that is something I relate to. I have done that.
Yeah.
But that's us both sleeping also,
Yeah.
not me
Well, it's
watching or having my friends sleeping
It's like
on
at
my
a
phone.
sleepover, sometimes your friend
just
passes
watch
out
'em?
early. I mean, I wasn't watching her. I was doing other stuff on my phone.
I guess so.
And then, like, when I did finally, I was on the couch and I started to fall asleep, and then I'd put it back on the screen. I'd wake up and I'd look at the phone, and I was just listening to her cute little snores.
That's cute.
And then, yeah, I was in and out. And then around 3, I think she got up and hung up, and I was like, oh, good night. I was like, thanks.
See, she was like, oh, she's sleeping.
No, she was like,
I
thanks
gotta
for
hang
staying
up.
on FaceTime
I gotta hang
with me.
up. She was like, okay. She won't hang up. I
was like,
gotta
I was like,
What if
dang,
she
she
was-
should have plugged her phone.
What if she was pretending to be asleep? She was hoping you'd hang up and you never did. Oh, that'd be so funny.
Fake snoring. Well, and then
That'd be
like
funny.
originally she fell asleep with the TV on and her lights on, and then
somehow
either her
magically
mom
they turned off.
No, either her mom or her brother went in, and the lights came off, and I heard the door close, and then eventually the
She
TV.
was doing it with her feet. She was like,
The
God,
light
just
switch.
get the
Her light switch is not by her bed.
I'm messing
Her lights,
around.
no, yeah.
That's funny.
And then the TV finally timed out.
Okay.
Yeah. She was like, thanks for staying on FaceTime with me. And I was like, yeah, you were like, she was doing like little like,
Little mumbles or something. Yeah, that's cool.
And she's like, I do that when I'm so tired. And I'm like, so do I. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because I'm so tired, but I do that too.
I don't know. Sometimes it scares me. Sometimes I fall asleep. Like I'm starting to fall asleep and I wake myself up going, and like it scares me that I'm like coming or something.
Yeah.
But
I wonder
then,
if it's an oxygen thing.
I don't know. Or
I
you're
don't
just
know
singing,
either.
you're like, But so then around, I think 11-ish is when I fell asleep. And then after I came to the bed and I woke up, I think at 9 something today. So I slept like 8 or 9 hours, which is crazy for me. You know, I don't sleep that much. So I feel really rested.
Good.
Yeah.
That's
But
good.
that's what I was saying about rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry
cool.
for the tangent, guys. But yeah. That
Never
was my
be
yesterday.
sorry. This is our podcast.
I mean, I'm going to cut that out. I'm not sorry.
There's just a blank and then it's you being like, I'm not sorry. That's so funny.
No, I'll leave it in.
But that reminds me about like leaving stuff in. I saw another video. I remember was it last episode or the episode before that?
Last episode?
Yeah, I was talking about how some guy was
Or was
calling
it the
out.
one before? I can't remember.
You guys go listen to him and tell me.
You tell us.
But yeah, another podcasting people. I think it was just a guess, but the host basically called them out for saying something about them on the internet, where this person said that she had no talent.
Ooh.
And she was like, I think I have a lot of talent. And he was like, I'm still waiting.
Oh.
What is it? And she was like, well, I don't know how you're getting these shows, like, and da-da-da-da, because I guess he's been getting guest stars or something on TV shows.
Okay.
And he was like, I don't know, I guess I see something in me or something like that. And she was like, well, it's good that they're giving you a chance, but it was not the burn she thought it was. I was like, he ate you up. Like, he definitely got you at that one. But to the point of oversharing on the internet, like I said last week, and also calling people out that are supposed to be your friend on podcasts and stuff like that, it's so weird. It's like hard to watch because it is funny, and then you sit back and you're like, that's weird. That's like a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
Be like normal and talk to your friends. Don't have to like make everything a clout thing or like an internet thing. It's not everybody's business. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I feel like in today's age, more and more people feel more comfortable sharing a lot of their lives on the internet, where me and you are both like private on our social medias like very picky and choosy about like who gets let in.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not really the case anymore. Like everyone's kind of like, anybody can follow me. Like,
yeah.
Everybody.
If you guys want to get abducted, do your thing. Do your thing.
Oh God, yeah. Because even like the safe people get abducted.
No, lately,
like, you be careful.
Lately, I've been getting a lot of creeps on my Instagram and my Facebook, and I'm like, just because you can see that I'm super cute doesn't mean you need to add me.
Yeah, it's like I didn't make my profile picture this so you could be like, oh,
yeah, like no, just no. Yeah.
And side note, like not related but kind of related because it's the internet. I had to like unfriend or like unfollow or like take a break. It says take a break on Facebook or something.
Yeah.
From somebody on Facebook because they shared some like really horny meme, and I just was kind of thinking like, what are we doing here? Like,
yeah.
Is nothing sacred anymore? Can you not keep your inner thought to yourself, bruh? We know you're horny. Everyone gets horny, bro. Most people get horny. It's like you can just keep that to yourself. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
I don't need to know you want to fuck old ladies. Like, and that's exactly what the
so
meme
funny.
was. And I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like, how close is that person to you?
To me, not that close.
I was gonna say, what if I was to share it?
I would be like, what the fuck, Jess? I would have texted you because I was gonna comment on the Facebook post and be like, I didn't know we're sharing these kinds of thoughts out loud, but then I just decided to unfollow and friend.
Yeah.
For you, I think I would definitely text you on the side.
Like, did you mean to post this?
I'd be like, girl, if you need some websites, some magazines or something, I'll send you the links. But like, I don't think you should be sharing this on Facebook. I'm just looking out for you. That's wild though. I don't know. I guess some people are. I know that there's like really kinky people out there that like to share that lifestyle, which is cool to a certain aspect. But I think that some people forget part of kink is like everyone has to be acknowledging of it and also approving of what's going on. And when you're sharing that on Facebook, you're subjecting all your followers to that, and they're not able to consent to something like that. Yeah,
maybe that person is like, this is me, and like my friends love me for me, and if they're with it, they're with it, and if they're not, goodbye.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, that's a good way to clear them out, I guess.
Yeah, unapologetically you, or actually that's a good way to clear them out anyways.
Exactly.
Post something, post a crazy ass meme, and then you're like, if you guys are seeing this, that last post was to weed out some of the weirdos.
If you're still here, thanks. Ride or dies. That's wild. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
I love when I see people's posts. I don't know if you've seen any of them, but I used to have a lot of friends online before. And I only add people I know and hang out with. But then I like cut it down to people I actively talk to or see frequently or actually have a really good relationship with them, to where like, yeah, I'll keep you forever type deal. But I always like when I see posts like, oh, hey, just like cleaned my list out. So if you're here, like, I love you or something, I'm like, I made the cut. I made the cut.
I see funny ones of that where it's like, I just deleted every friend that doesn't like anal or something. So if you're still here, like, thanks for being a ride or die or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I just see funny versions of that, which is
No,
really funny.
I've seen one that was like, I deleted everyone that isn't an alien, so I know I see.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's so funny. I like that one. Oh my god, that's so funny. Speaking of trends or like things on the internet, have you seen that trend on TikTok?
The one that goes, "I've been a nasty girl."
I've been a nasty. Dude, that song
got me in a chokehold.
Yes,
got me in a chokehold.
Just that.
I don't even know what the rest of the song is.
I think I heard more of it today on a different video, and I was like,
you're like,
not as catchy. Yeah, which no hate to her in the song.
Yeah.
That part is hella good.
Yeah.
Hella good. And I keep dancing to it. And I keep thinking of the little chihuahua I showed you dancing.
I just keep thinking about the white guy and his little friend.
Yeah. So good. Anyways.
Oh, but is that the trend you were talking about?
No, I was talking about the one that's like, what has it go? I remember when I remember when I lost my mind. Yeah, that one. Yeah. And then it's like something embarrassing they did to get a crush's attention.
Yes, yeah.
I saw some wild ones. I saw like 4 yesterday that were all rappers. That was like, he said he liked rap, so I became a rapper.
Dude, I saw one of those today when it was like, he said he liked rap, and then I posted it, and it's like this girl, and she's like, a YouTube video that she made a rap, and she's just like going off.
Yeah. I saw one that was not bad, and then I saw one, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And then I saw one that was insanely embarrassing, and I was like, oh god, not everything needs to be shared on the internet.
No, I saw one that said, when he told me he liked Bruno Mars, and then I sent his mom this video, and she's like singing that one Bruno Mars song, and she's like banging on the door,
and she's like falling.
Yeah.
That one's and the like lip syncing's out of the
audience. Yeah.
Love that one. Have you seen the one that's like when he says, when he said he likes bilingual girls, and then she's like mouthing the words to Despacito?
Yes,
that one got me. That way she said, because she's like rolling her eyes.
Yeah,
and
she's like,
and then she's like, I had no idea what I was saying, which is so funny. Cracks me up.
Yeah. Oh my
I like
gosh.
that. That one's been making me laugh so hard, that trend right now.
Yeah, I've only seen a few of them. I think the first one I saw was like when he said I saw 2 in a row. The first one was like when he said he thought girls that had lip gloss were like, and she's like hecka applying it in the video and like posting it.
And she's like this close.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yes.
But the other one I saw was like, I asked him who his celebrity crush was, and he said Amber Rose, and then she shaved her head.
I haven't seen that one.
I was like, okay, sis, pop off, queen.
Yes, if any of our listeners have any stories like that, I'm really interested in that.
Yeah, let us know.
I personally don't. Do you?
No.
I'm trying to think of one, and if I can, then I'll bring it up, but I really can't think of anything that I did to get a crush's attention. Maybe like play specific video games, but not like I wasn't playing video games.
Yeah, you're
just like games I wouldn't have touched. Yeah,
you're like, yeah, I like this game too.
Yeah, I like Halo.
I never touched it. Couldn't be Halo. It couldn't be
versus
me.
Blue. That's it. I'm like, yeah, I love Halo. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty funny though.
Yeah. Halo's so weird. I've like tried to play it. It's not for me. I feel like it's so. The way you move, the mechanics in that game is like weirds me out. It's not
really
for me.
Oh, because like
I feel like they move, and then like I feel like when you jump, it's like we're on space.
Well, in
like
space. Yeah, I guess.
And I'm like, all right, chill out. Not even Fortnite's this crazy.
When I was like a kid, I remember one of my uncles had it, and that's how like my first introduction to it. I don't even know what Halo it was. I don't know how many there even are. But I just know
there's
it was
a lot.
a Halo, and he used to play like player versus player for me and my cousins and aunts and stuff, so we could all play together. But that was like the extent of my Halo thing until I became like a teenager, and when I watched Red versus Blue, which is just a show using Halo characters and like the game itself to make the show, which was like really impressive, obviously. Yeah. But it was. That's it. That's like all I've ever done with Halo. But I know a lot of people really like it.
Yeah.
There's a show. I think it's getting another
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it, but I don't know. So I'm not going to talk about it, but
Yeah.
good show. Oh, that reminds me, since I'm loud and wrong a lot. I had like one correction from the last episode we did.
Oh, I thought you were talking about One Direction. I was like, what?
That's funny. No, I have one correction.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, one
Dude,
correction.
sorry, my brain's like just a little slow today.
She's rested, but still slow.
I slept too much, dude. When I sleep,
it does make you groggy.
Yeah,
it does make you groggy. That's a fact. Everyone, and also not to go off. I know I was just talking about something else, but when you sleep and then you wake up and you feel like still tired, just everybody knows it's because you're dehydrated. Regardless of how much you sweat when you sleep, you are losing like water when you're sleeping. So like, drink water. Drink a lot of water when you wake up because it'll help you wake up too. Energy drinks don't do it because you need that water to already kind of help you. If you don't have that, you're not going to have the full benefits. But anyway, I was saying,
your correction.
Yes, my one correction, because I don't know. I think I got something wrong about some Star Wars stuff, but I'm not sure what specifically, or I would correct that now. I think it was something about their ages when I was talking about it. Go back and listen to that episode. I just talk about some TikTok video that made them look all cute or whatever. And I think wrong about their ages. I'm not sure. Something like that. And then last episode, I was talking about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. And I said that the line was B sharp, which make it a C sharp, but it would actually have been C major, which translates to A minor or whatever. Or B sharp, B major, whatever it was.
Whatever.
You guys get
Potato,
it.
potato.
I got it wrong, but you get it now. Yeah, so just wanted to correct those really quickly. And if anybody else, I know every time I say something, I say, don't correct me if I'm wrong, but just know that's a joke. Like, I am saying that as a joke. I don't mind being corrected. I can correct myself, and I take constructive criticism well. I don't,
Yeah.
as long as it's constructive and not rude.
Mm-hmm.
So, keep that in mind. Anyways, I have been still moving. Can you believe it or not?
I can.
It's been
well,
such
especially
a long
I think
process.
because of your situation, the fact that you have so much time to move versus some people like slack and like it's like the last week and they have to move everything in that week.
Yeah. Maybe that is it. I still hate it. I wish I was done already.
Yeah.
But
Moving's hard.
it is hard. But I think I think the last bit of it now is just cleaning it, the last place.
Well, I
and
told
then
you
I'm
I could
good.
help if you need anything.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we will see. I don't know how much. I don't know how much of a deposit I'm gonna get back.
So should we just not clean it?
That's
I'm
what
just
I was
kidding.
saying. I was like, I don't know. How do people feel about that? Is that wrong?
I don't know because
if they're gonna use all my money to do it anyway,
if you don't think you're getting it back, then
that's how I feel too. I'm like, if I feel like I'm not gonna get majority of it back or whatever, it's like, go ahead and keep it and just clean it then. And
because
do whatever you need.
like I would say just do a regular clean or do like a deep clean.
Yeah,
they could do that. They should do that anyways before anyone moves in.
Yeah, very true.
I feel like they have to do it anyways, right?
I hope so.
I was gonna say.
Hope so.
Yeah.
For whoever's gonna live there next, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I got by one apartment that I did have before I moved into here.
Mm-hmm.
I did get my deposit back, but at the time I was living with a coworker and they asked if they could borrow it.
The money?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And I let them borrow it and I never got it back and I never said anything. So I didn't get my $800.
Wait, why did you let them borrow it? Was it a convincing story or was it just
they were just
I
going
want to
through
borrow
rough times and then I was living with them for free. So then I was like,
you're like equal exchange, I guess I can
I
let you borrow
guess.
this. And then they never gave it.
Yeah, but then I also didn't ask and I was like, well, I guess that's my form of rent.
Do you
or
still
something.
know them?
Yeah, we don't talk that much. I don't think they listen to the pod.
Oh. Well, you owe her money. Just kidding. I'm just
I would say there's a lot of people that owe me
It's
money,
been
but
years
like
now.
we said when we like lend money, it's
you
like
gotta kind of expect it to never come back to you. That is the risk.
Hopefully it will, but it probably won't.
Yeah, that's the risk you take. Because in that, okay, so and I brought it up here before, I'm part of like this Facebook money group where we help people. You can ask for whatever you want, whether it be real bills, rent, just coffee, whatever you want.
Yeah.
We just ask that you ask for like proof of how much it costs, a goal, and then I guess like whatever. And so
Okay. So do you run this group?
this group's okay, no, but this sister group, which is specifically for POC people. So if any of our listeners are POC, feel free to join it. It's called the
Can
White.
you tell them what POC is?
Yeah, persons of color.
Yes.
And that's Indigenous BIPOC also, which is Indigenous Black, Indigenous POC people of color, brown people, Mexicans, Hispanics, lots of Asians. It has a great group for. I definitely leans towards like the Black community.
Yeah.
So we have like even a third group called like the Cookout, specifically for certain members that are whatever. Anyway.
And what's the group called? Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's okay. The White Guilt Trade Post.
Okay.
So that's for POC specifically. And then there's Give Me Your Money, which is for everybody. It doesn't have to be color specific or anything like that, cool. Race specific. And in it, the reason why I brought it up was because in it, they tell you, and in the rules, when you donate money to somebody, whether they reach their goal or not, don't expect it back.
Yeah.
You gave them your money. So don't spend your last 5 either giving them money, hoping it's going to... And if they don't reach their goal, don't expect them to give everybody's money back. And even if they hit their goal and they don't spend it on what they said they were going to spend it on, there's nothing you can do about that now.
No goods and services here.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just like one of those rules. So I feel like because I've been in those groups and like I'm a founding member of the White Guild Trade Post, that it just like it's just been instilled in me. You don't give out money unless you're ready to lose it. Because it can happen. And it's like no hate towards those people or anything like that. It's just, not to give them your money again. That's how I see it.
Valid.
But I don't think I've been robbed, but like I don't think I've ever like lost money giving money.
Oh, okay.
I don't think.
I'm sorry you got robbed.
It's okay. It wasn't violent. I was asleep when it happened. I just woke up and I saw it happening, and then I was like, what the fuck? I just went back to bed. What the fuck?
You're like noted.
Yeah, one eye open. Okay. Closed it.
What was I going to say? I was about to say something.
Is it about money?
It might have been. I totally
about
dropped
being robbed?
it. I dropped it.
I got a boba milk tea brown sugar, and it has Hello Kitty on it.
Cute.
They have My Melody. It has taro. It's taro.
Nice.
But I've only got the brown sugar ones, and I just want to say, everyone, it's really good. So try it.
You didn't bring one for me to try?
A shot. You can try this.
Okay. What if I
There's
love
some
it?
bobas in it, so if you don't want to chew them, don't. They're usually, the bobas in cans typically aren't tapioca bobas. They're like jelly bobas. Yeah. But if you're into that. I tend not to eat those too much.
That's good. Sadly, no boba came to the top.
Yeah, it's good. It's a little bit sweeter than other canned ones I've had.
Yeah, one of our coworkers let me try a big can. I'm trying to remember the flavors. It was like aloe with popping pearls and something else. It was pretty good. It was okay.
Was it like chunky aloe? Like it had the aloe pieces?
No.
Oh.
They were very small, I guess.
Oh.
But it was mostly just the flavor.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't necessarily dislike aloe, but it's not my favorite.
I like it. I like the chunks.
And I hate popping boba. That's the worst boba to me. It's gross. I've only had a couple flavors, but the flavors I had are too sweet and they artificial, and I don't like it.
I feel like I haven't had any good sweet ones. I feel like they're all kind of
Really?
Yeah. But I also don't eat popping boba that much.
Yeah, I always just get regular.
When I do, I pretend they're fish eggs. I'm like,
you like fish eggs like that?
No, I hate fish eggs. I would never eat it just so I could pretend.
You're like, I'm a fan of caviar.
Everyone's like, caviar? I'm like, no,
not me.
Boba. Popping boba.
No, popping boba.
Imagine. They're like, why are your eggs so big?
That's so funny.
I'm like, they're super exotic.
I brought my own, thank you.
They're super exotic.
That'd be funny. I like it. I think I'm going to start doing that now.
Nice. Don't worry, we brought our own.
We brought our own, thank you.
I remember one time, probably a few years ago, our group of friends went to go have breakfast at Grateful Garden. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I always get the Midtown quesadilla. Mm-hmm. And I was like, avocados extra. I was like, I'm just gonna take my avocado in my bag, and we're all eating, and then I pull out my avocado, start cutting it. My friends are like, "You're a genius," and I was like,
Hey.
"Yeah." I was like,
Yeah.
"I'm not gonna pay $5 for an avocado."
That's fucking wild.
yeah.
Not even like did they put a full avocado?
I think it's just like a few slices.
It's like half of one, and they put
just like 4 slices or 5.
No, that's not enough. Oh, that one Mexican place like by our work that's 24 hours. What's it called?
Rivas.
Yeah. I heard that the other locations are not good, but I've had that one up there a couple times. I usually get the torta because I don't know, that feels good to me every time.
Okay.
And they put avocado on it, and it's so fucking good. And they don't charge you extra for it. And honestly, I love it with our green chili sauce. The green one, the red one's in, but the green one is so good, dude.
Nice,
but it's hot, so you probably won't.
Yeah, I haven't had that one. I've always had the first one because I've gotten it a few times when I used to like do food delivery.
Yeah.
But I thought it was good.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, I've heard different from
the other
coworkers, but I don't know. I haven't been there, so
I'm like, they probably don't drive down here, though.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of them live over
Oh my God. Actually, speaking of coworkers, I was going to say, I already told you, but like, out of this one coworker that was supposed to come in and get a service done.
Yeah, I'm heated.
And
I'm heated
they
for you.
didn't show up. They didn't call. They didn't text. They didn't reply to my text. They didn't call me back. Nothing. And this is not the first time this person has done this to me. It's the second time. The first time was in school. It was just for a cut. And they're like, yeah, sorry. Like, I was doing something else. And I'm like, yeah, but did you see my messages? And they said, yeah. And I was like, well, why didn't you reply? And they just like didn't have a reason.
Yeah.
And then this time they were like, hey, when can you do my hair? And I was like, what do you want? And they're like, oh, color. And I'm like, okay. I was like, are you going to show up? Yes. You're not going to leave me hanging? No. You're going to be there at this time? Yeah, I promise. And I'm there, all set up with all the stuff ready to go. Not there. Call a few times, text, nothing. Even today, no reply, nothing. So I am never going to book that person again. They lost their opportunity to have amazing hair. Sucks for them.
It does suck for them. Also, what a jerk. Like, I don't know. I was talking to my partner about it because, like, I was like, it's one thing if you're an asshole and you just, like, don't let somebody know that you're not making it to your appointment. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But the fact that you reached out and they can't even have the courtesy to say, no, I'm not coming.
Yes.
Sorry. Anything.
Yeah.
Even if they were an asshole and like, no, fuck you, I'm not coming. At least that you know I'm not coming.
And like, I'm the most understanding person ever. Like, I don't care if you're not going to come.
That's why
Just
you were able to do it. That's why you were like,
no,
okay,
and
yeah,
I was
I'll book
upset
you.
because I turned away a few walk-ins because I was like, oh no, this person's supposed to be here. And they did it. No! And I was like, wow. And then my coworker ended up doing the service I didn't do, and they got tipped so great. And I was like, wow, just losing money everywhere.
Wow.
And they were blocked out for a good part of the day. So, like, I had nothing the whole day. Yeah.
Because that takes a while.
Yeah.
Just, it's it's inconsiderate regardless of who you are. Whether you're a coworker, you're a friend, you're a stranger. It's so inconsiderate to be like, going out of your way to make sure that somebody's going to take time for you, book you, and then not even say you can't show up. Yeah. Even 10 minutes before, you still can't say anything.
And the worst part is on Thursday at work before we left, I was like, so Saturday at 11, you'll be there.
Yeah, you're like confirming.
And yeah, I'll be there.
And they're confirming. It's just so frustrating. That is like, very frustrating.
Yeah.
I and that sucks. That really, really sucks. I'm sorry, Jess.
It's okay.
F that person. I mean, like, just, it's so rude. That's just
well, then my coworker kept saying, oh, your friend's not here yet? And I was like, that person is not my friend. I said, that's just someone like, I work with
them. Yeah.
They know I was like, that's definitely not my friend.
No, because that's so rude.
I was like, because first of all, my friend would be here. I have a friend that I do their hair and they'll show up like passing out, like falling asleep.
Yeah. Because they said they're going to be
or like even wake up late and call me and be like, hey, I just woke up. Can you still do my hair? I'm like, yeah, come.
Yeah.
Because I put my whole day aside for you. Yeah. Like, come through. Yeah.
You got to earn something at some point.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's fucked up, Loki. And I don't want to hear that person say anything to you come on work day. They would be like, oh, pretending it's all funny and ha ha ha. Because it's really rude. It's like not even cute or funny. At
No,
some point, it feels
definitely not.
intentional. It's
Yeah.
like, what's wrong with you?
I'm like, you can keep your ugly hair.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck.
That's so funny.
But yeah.
Damn.
Sorry to go off. Sorry to vent, guys. But
No,
no,
you're good.
I forgot.
Yeah.
We're not sorry.
You're not sorry. We're not
sorry.
Yeah, I've been thinking about maybe drawing something up for the podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe a new
Sticker?
Yeah. Maybe
Nice.
a new sticker.
I know someone was asking me. I was like, we'll probably have something cooking soon.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I'll probably be sending that over to Jess soon for just some relooks and stuff. Choose what you like and stuff.
Yeah, everything we do together.
Duh.
Duh.
This is a team. Which reminds me, I heard so I was listening to True Crime. Duh. And
Duh.
there was a crazy story about best friends. Yeah,
What
Jess.
happened? What happened?
Okay, I could just jump to it because, like, okay, so the reason why I was bringing it up is not because of this story, but in this story, one of the friends gets terminal cancer, and then gets out of it, remission, so like congrats. And then it turned out her friend had all these life insurance policies on her and made her fucking house explode and burned her alive, basically, like hired someone to burn her alive. Then he like cut this like space heater wire and like set the fire there, and it was next to a propane tank that was like left open because he turned it open, and all her oxygen tanks from when she had cancer, and they all exploded like in the house. And he drugged her so she'd be asleep because he thought that would. Apparently, the woman, the best friend, made him think that this was a mercy kill, that she was going to die of cancer anyway, even though she was in remission, that she was going to die of cancer anyway. So she was like, yeah, you just kill her and get it over with or whatever. Plus, I'll give you some of the insurance money or whatever, and I'll pay you
first of all, how do you get insurance policies on your friends?
So that's the thing. That's why I brought it up. It's not because of the case, but because I found out that these people, because they work together, and the people I was listening to was Small Time Murder, but because they worked together for so long and they had a business, they had to take out insurance policies to begin with on each other. But this bitch was going above and beyond. She was like going behind her back and writing to insurance companies as her, saying, yeah, put her as the beneficiary, not my children, and like doing all this stuff. It was crazy. She had like for years had been planning this thing against her, and when they caught her, she had already been planning for years somebody else's like death and like insurance stuff. And it was like a handicap man. It was horrible. Like the woman's crazy. But anyway,
that's messed up.
Yeah, I found out that James and Jimmy from Small Town Murder also have insurance policies on each other, because they said when you do a podcast together and it's successful and you do it for so long, you need to, because it's a business that you're doing together.
Okay, so when we're like super big, we can't play any music on our podcast.
Yes, and you have to take insurance policies on each other.
What if you're super successful and we're not making any money? How does that work?
And then I guess you're not considered successful.
We're like the biggest podcast making no money.
No money at all. Well, that would be cool, but I wonder how that works, because I wonder if you could refuse ad revenue through your podcast and only do by donation or something.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that still counts as...
Well, the people don't know. I want to be an anti-ad podcast just because, we're just here to hang out.
And it's annoying when we listen to pods and it's just interrupted by ad after ad.
Yeah.
So we don't want that to happen
tell you the
when
cool
we
stuff
get big.
that we get as
exactly. I bring up ads all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't make any money, but we want you guys to live a good life too.
We talk about things we dislike honestly. And we talk about things we like honestly, and I want to keep it that way.
Yes,
I do not want to be like somebody.
Paid
exactly.
monkey.
Oh, I use this shaver every day, and it's like, no, I don't. Like,
I shave once a year. Like, I definitely don't use it.
I definitely hate that. Lying about that. Yeah, but I don't know.
That's crazy. I can't believe, dude. And like, I just feel like, how big are these insurance policies?
The one she was taking out on her friend, because
so when was this case?
This literally was like 2000s, early 2000s.
Okay,
but she was writing to insurance companies pretending to be her, and then calling them and pretending to be her, and like, I guess, I don't know if she just had all this information about her best friend, but she just had all this information about her best friend, which is so funny because I told you I don't trust anybody with my information because of that reason. Not because I think you're going to murder me. Just like, I don't want you to have the access to it and then somebody have the access to your shit is actually why I don't want to share any of that information with even you. But in the grand scheme, I guess this is also protecting me from being insurance frauded or something. Yeah. But I mean, after this story, I'm gonna tell you another story. So this lady, like, so yeah, she was writing to people, calling, pretending to be her. But also, one of the questions brought up is, how did she get life insurance policies if she was supposed to be dying of cancer? Because typically, insurance companies will
they're
not.
Gonna be like,
they're gonna be like, no, you're gonna die. Why the fuck would we insure you? But because she ended up being in a remission and stuff like that, she pretended to be her and basically called these insurance companies pretending to be like, I survived, like, I just want these blah 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 in case anything ever happens to me, if it ever comes back, da 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 da. And they just fucking believed her, and they just like went with it. And so she made millions of dollars off this woman's death.
Dang. Well, and wait, she got paid out?
She got paid out for some of them. And then the insurance... so the insurance companies do their own investigations aside from the police. They don't work with the police.
Yeah.
So if they find out, like, oh, this death is weird or this seems weird, because some of the insurance policies were taken out less than a year before she had died, that's a flag, so they'll look at it, and they were like, oh, we're coming for our money. So they do pay her out, but then if they find out that there's something wrong, they ask for all of it back, and if you can't, obviously, they come after you, whatever. But she did get caught in her lies and stuff, and so everything came down. She also had, like, burned her daughter's house with the daughter's knowledge so that her daughter could get an insurance payout.
No!
Yeah.
It'd be your own,
and
man.
So the daughter got arrested, too, for being an accomplice. And so the whole family was basically manipulative.
Fucked up.
Probably because of her, you know?
Yeah.
Really fucked up. Anyway, the other story I was going to say is I know people who burnt their house down for insurance money. I know they did it twice.
Oh, and they got paid out twice?
Both times. Isn't that fucking nuts?
That's crazy.
And it was... they are not listening, but these people... So one of them is a woman, and she got married, convinced him, let's burn this place down, basically, or let's get this thing on fire so that we can get insurance money. They got paid out, cool. They ended up getting a divorce. Oh. She got remarried and did it with that husband.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that crazy? Those are the type of crimes women commit, by the way.
She's like, I'm a little quirky.
She's like, I just have a little fire starter in me.
I'm like, what is it called when you like to burn stuff?
Pyromania.
Yeah. I'm into pyromania.
Yeah, I just love burning things.
Plus we get paid.
Until you get caught for all the fucking fires you caused. Which is... It's just so wild, because actually, if you listen to a lot of true crime like me and Jess, I feel like I've heard cases of people, like, who had a history of arson or a history of their wives dying or a history of kids dying, and they don't get caught until, like, 5 or 6 deaths or fires later.
Yeah, they're like, wait a minute, why did this guy...
so weird.
He's on his 19th wife, and they all died from this rare disease.
Yeah, or whatever. It's like, what is happening? I don't know how it takes people so long to figure it out, but... I don't know. I could never.
That's
terrifying also. Because you don't know what happens next. What if you do get caught? Now you have nowhere to live and you're arrested or you have a huge fine.
And you burned your hands when you lit everything on fire.
That would suck. That's crazy. I was going to ask you. So Jess, the other day at work, she was like looking at these, what are they called? Page crimpers? Or I don't even know.
Embossers.
And like... they're for your books, for like you can put like customized names and stuff on there, and they have like images. Yeah. Did you decide on any that you really, really like?
There's a few. I still haven't picked one yet.
I'm really thinking about getting one. I like finding the urge.
Well, because then like I keep looking and like in the ads they're like embossing like their envelopes or stuff before they go
everything.
I was like, cute.
I would emboss literally every. That would be cool for like art. If I do physical media and they could emboss it first, that'd be really cool.
That'd be cool on like your printouts or stuff when you sell physical copies. Yeah. Or your like live art, you're like.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of a signature.
That would actually be really, really
Or it could
cool.
just be your signature on an embosser.
Dude, next level. That's next level. Well, if I ever create prints for the podcast and stuff, that'd be cool. On there. But yeah.
And also, hold on. Let me look up the name really quick.
Yeah. Of what?
Hold on. Of the winner from the giveaway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was at Maddie Yeah, you won.
Congrats,
Congrats.
Maddie Jace ears.
I am about to send you a message. I did the little drawing
on
wheel.
Instagram.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Yeah, I'll DM you on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining. There was only, I think, maybe like 20 of you guys, but we will do another giveaway soon. So thank you.
Stay tuned.
Yeah,
Look it
make sure
up.
you're checking out the
Follow
stories.
on Instagram.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
congrats.
congrats.
Woo! Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could do like a digital printout in our next giveaway.
Oh, that would be really cool.
Yeah, the new stuff maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Stay tuned, guys.
Stay paying attention. You never know when it'll happen.
You never know.
And yeah, I think like obviously we're small. We're still getting started. It hasn't been that many episodes, even though time has been flying, and it does seem like we're going through episodes so quickly. I don't know, but I feel like we're definitely on that, like, we're so appreciative of everybody who listens, and like,
Yeah,
we definitely want to give back, and we always want to hear your guys' opinion, and like, please just like don't be afraid to shoot us a text, send us a DM, whatever it is, to let us know how you feel, what you're into, any trends you guys want us to talk about, anything like that, or our opinions on anything.
Yeah. And if you guys see us out, I mean, a lot of you already have stickers that we gave away for free, but Des keeps that thing on her.
I always have stickers.
And I'm going to try to start carrying them with me. I don't carry a bag anymore, but I'm going to start soon.
And like I said, I'm going to be working on some more stuff, so hopefully we'll have more stickers soon, and we can also hand those out to people. A lot of what we do, especially now, and what we hope to do, is not profit. I mean, we create it because we like this. We have fun doing
it's fun.
This. Yeah, this is what
passion
we've always
projects.
wanted to do.
Passion projects.
Exactly. So now that we're doing it, it's really exciting to be able to give you guys stickers of our stuff and like, you know, give you that entertainment that you guys are looking for, and we just obviously really appreciate the feedback as well.
Yes. Also, I was going to say, I know like you were saying that we were just starting, but my brother's last episode that they started, they're like, oh yeah, they were talking about like, yeah, we've been doing this for a while. And then like my brother's like, yeah, happy like 2-month anniversary or something. I was like, oh, that's crazy. And then I was
that's wild.
And I was like, we've been doing ours for over 3.
Yeah, that's
so
like
really
I was
crazy. Like, oh, when you put it into that perspective, I'm like,
yeah,
oh.
Kind of, yeah.
And they were talking about how they already passed the statistic, which obviously we did too, on like,
that people give up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, absolutely. That's cool. I think that's really cool. I can't wait till, once we get to a year, I feel like that's going to be like, whoa. So maybe we could do something special for like the around the year mark for our episodes or something.
Yeah. Give us some suggestions, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. What is fun to listen to and stuff like that.
Yeah. Speaking of listening to stuff, I continued my audiobook and it's getting so good.
Yeah.
It got really good and I ran out of time and
you gotta wait.
I gotta wait. And like, I'm like, do I want to start an audiobook collection? Not really. Would I? Maybe though.
Why wouldn't you want to?
Because I could listen to them on Spotify for free.
Yeah.
No, but I guess just money originally. And then, like, how many times am I going to re-listen to this book?
Valid.
Versus, like...
Is it the same as buying a book, though?
Maybe, but, like, haven't you, like, reread books that you have because you love them so much?
Because you have them. Well, I mean, but then why wouldn't you re-listen to something you really enjoyed?
I think because I digest a lot of listener stuff. But yeah, maybe... I see
what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not like you're reading 1,000 books and then you're like, let me go reread this one.
And like ideally, and I was thinking maybe I do want the series of those books in physical.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so I could emboss them in my library.
Emboss them. And then if you wanted to, you could read those later.
Yeah. I know, because like listening to them's all fun and stuff, but especially being on a timer, if I miss something, unless it seems very important, I won't go back because I'm like, can I sacrifice these 8 minutes? Like, is this gonna be something pivotal when I run out of time?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but.
And I love having physical media.
Yeah. Well, and then I thought about doing like Audible, but then that's like another subscription.
Yeah.
And even though you get a free book, I'm like, do I want to do that right now? I'm like, I think I have 2 audiobooks. And
I think I own one book.
And I didn't buy them. I signed up for Audible twice, and it was such a gap in between them. I got them both.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. I own one. It's Alice in Wonderland.
Nice.
And that's the only one. It's on Google Play. That's the only one I've ever bought.
The first one I got was Sex at Dawn by Christopher Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't even finished listening to it all.
It sounds like the adult version of like those Magic Treehouse books.
Oh my gosh.
Dinosaurs at Dawn, but Sex at Dawn.
I believe it is a book about... Fuck, dude. I bought it like so many years ago, and I only listened to like a few pages, and then I didn't listen to it again.
Yeah.
It might be about like non-monogamy or like polyamory, something to that aspect, but he goes back to like chimps and, you know, nature type.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a really good book. A lot of people have recommended it to me, so that's why I got it. Yes, I need to listen to it. And then the other book that I got was the Buffyverse one.
Oh, nice.
That just came out recently, and they got a lot of the original cast to be the voice.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like not like the main guys, but like the second main guys.
Yeah.
I'm like the sidekicks.
Yeah. That's cool though.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get this book. It's been in my Amazon wish list for so long. It's only also.
I was gonna say you should send me your Amazon wish list.
Okay. I will.
Yeah. I was saying because you have mine.
Yeah, and I love it. I love having your wish list. I just feel like, oh, yep, click. But I typically put my books on there because I try to find them at our bookstore.
Yeah.
But if, you know, whatever, I'll just like, oh, that looks good. I'll add it to the list just so I know what it's called. But there's one called Tenders the Flesh. And it's about a world where like meat goes, basically it's rancid, like you can't eat meat or like you'll get sick and stuff, so they basically start churning out a new meat, and it's made out of humans. And they basically have what is like dairy farms, but it's
the
humans.
Population and
it's like if anybody's watched BoJack Horseman, there's an episode where he goes to a chicken farm, and they have, because there's chickens in the world that are normal, like news anchors like him and stuff. They're animals that move around. But then it's like there's a chicken farm that is for meat only, and they're different. They're bred to be eaten, so they're like don't have as good of a healthy lifestyle. And they're like kind of brain dead and stuff. It's like really fucking terrifying. That's what this book, I guess, is like imagining is like, oh, what if we start doing that to humans instead? Like. So it seems really interesting because I don't want to give out too much, but I think the synopsis is something like one of the workers on the thing, he doesn't really have any compassion for the humans that they're killing and stuff like that. But then he is gifted a woman.
Oh, okay.
To be in a barn, like for him, like a cow, basically.
Oh.
And so it's like him, and I don't really know anything else beyond that. And it just seems like really interesting. And I'm like, whoa, like.
Yeah.
Like, so that's one that's been on my list that I really, really want to read.
Okay, cool.
So if any of our listeners have read it, let me know what you thought about it. Yeah. Because, sounds good.
Cool.
What'd you have for dinner?
I got In-N-Out today.
Fuck yeah.
So good. So good.
Had tacos today. My partner cooked.
Nice. That's very nice.
Because like now that we moved, now that we moved, our girls on like a closed patio. Yeah. And so it's so much easier to like do things you want to do.
Nice. Yeah. When are you gonna invite me over?
You've already been over.
Just kidding.
Surprise. I said I wasn't gonna let nobody over, and Jess is the first person.
Yeah. Well, I'm not nobody.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying.
I've been putting in work. I've been in this relationship for at least 7 years.
It's been like 7 plus years. Yeah. That's wild.
Yep, do the work, guys. You gotta do the work.
Do the work. You have a ton of friends, and you have like lifelong friends. I have you, who is like one of the I think you're the second longest friendship I have, and then one person before you who I've been friends with since middle school.
Okay, yeah, that's funny because I have my one friend from middle school too.
Yeah, that's cool. But you have friends from like elementary school, no? I thought you did.
Not that like I talked to. There's like my one, my partner's friend's brother that I've known him since elementary school. There's like a few people, but we're not like super close anymore.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
and then I think that's like
most of them got deleted from my like friend list when I told you like I went through.
Yeah,
and I guess one of the negative things about doing that is like if some of them die or something, because I have had friends, and I don't know, or like I'll see like someone tagging them, but then I can't like see like I'm like, oh.
2 things that made me think of. One, I'm grateful. Well, I would say that I have had people that I know die, and like I find out. And I find out later, and I'm like, whoa, like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
person
yeah.
fucking died. Like how crazy. Like there's just
Yeah.
like one person that like had died. It's been a couple years now, but I remember like all. And it's really, I'm very empathetic, and so when I read these posts, like of people who were close to him,
Yeah.
because I knew him, I hung out with him before, but we weren't close, you know. And I moved; he's
Yeah.
from Vegas. I moved a long time ago, and so it just disconnected. But to see the posts from like people who love and cared about them so
Yeah.
much is just fucking heartbreaking, bro. Especially
Yeah.
because like we're still so young.
Yeah.
Like for people to die at our age, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I guess in life I would assume like, oh yeah, most of my friends are gonna die like when we're old, and
at
like
some point, right?
and like
early.
the majority of my friends that have died have been within like a 5-year span, maybe a little bit longer, and like
Sad.
yeah, just random overdoses, just
It's
freak
fucking
accidents,
sad.
just like and it's so like crazy. You're like, whoa, like. They're so young. They had their life ahead of
them, and it's there's nothing we can do now.
And
like,
not like it's
gone.
any easier if old people
No,
die.
but
like
but also there is something about just knowing, like, especially when they're like old, and they had like their wife or husband had already died, and then they passed. It's like, well, they lived their life at least. They got to their end goals. They got to be with somebody forever, whatever it was.
Well, that's I was say I feel the same way also for like our pets and stuff. Like. When King passed away, he was so, like, not even 2 yet. Like, that's heartbreaking versus, like, when our family dog, Vivi, passed away, that was also super sad. But, like, she had lived her life.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I was like, it's, like, almost like there is, like, times where it's just, like, it was calling or something.
Yeah,
like, you just know, like, they are going to pass it there soon, whatever it is. And it's, like, a little bit easier to take. And the younger they get, it just doesn't make sense. More and more less sense, you know what I mean? And that's really crazy. And then the other thing that I thought of was that I saw in a tattoo group this one young girl who put like, she had like 4 names and dates on her arm. Yeah. And they asked her like, well, what is it? Because she was saying, how do I put the 5th one on there? And it looked like good, even though the dates aren't similar, whatever it was. Yeah. And they're like, well, what is it? And she was saying that it was like friends who have died. And I thought it was nice that she would think of them that way or try and memoriate them. But somebody made a really good comment, was like, look, like, you're really young. You're going to have a ton of friends who die throughout your life. Are you just going to try and fit them all on this one arm? Like, because if so,
maybe that was their main friends, though.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, like, and I understand that, and that's why it's so very in the moment. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think it's nice that she wanted to commemorate them, and that's why I don't think it's necessarily bad. I just do think it is one of those things where it wasn't thought out to the future, because it's like, you are going to get older. You're going to have friends that are even closer than these people probably were, or people that, and then you might even change your mind about the scripture you chose, or like the type of writing or whatever. It's just like a little, I feel like there's also like better ways to commemorate people that are not tattoos. I don't know. Yeah. Something about blood and just like, it feels powerful to me, and it just feels like putting death on your arm with blood. It feels, I don't know, to me personally, it feels like you're inviting bad stuff. But that's just me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, right now when you said inviting bad stuff, remember how a few episodes we talked about that kid that fell out of those apartments when I went to go get... Yeah. Okay, so my friend that does my nails was like, she's like, I'm super superstitious. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, look at these pictures and she took pictures of the window, pictures of their balcony. On their balcony, they had a skeleton hanging over the balcony right next to the window.
Were the same apartment?
Yeah, it was their balcony. So she was saying, like, they manifest, like, obviously not saying, but like it seemed like
there's energy there that's like this way.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. And that's the thing. That's kind of how I feel about stuff. Not that you're like manifesting your own death or somebody else's death, but there is something about just putting so much energy towards death that I find like you're inviting a little bit of something too, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that some people would agree with me that it's better to celebrate their life than it is to celebrate the fact that they're gone. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, most of my friends that passed away, it was always like a celebration of life.
Yeah, not really commemorating the death of it. Which I'm not saying that people who do are saying, yay, they're dead.
Oh, no, obviously
but you know
not.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a different energy for sure. And I think that if more people started celebrating life and like when they were here and stuff like that, then death wouldn't be as sad or scary for people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. I always get really choked up when I see, like, we work with a printing company. The company prints out all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
We get so many rest in peace memoriam pieces.
Yeah.
And you see anywhere from like little kids to elderly people.
Yeah, like people that have lived a day or two, a week.
And I've seen people where they died 4 or 5 years ago and they're just getting their memoriam piece for this year.
Yeah.
It's like that even in itself is so heartbreaking, because whether they're old or young or whatever, the fact is that the family wasn't able to do what they needed to do until now, you know, because it's so expensive too to like bury your loved ones or like give them the type of resting place that most people want, I guess. It's so expensive. And I mean, there's a whole documentary on the whole thing about like how they prey on you when you're sad. They you know, I think that they would love this white chestnut coffin to rest in or whatever. It's like, I'm grieving. I don't know any different. I'm trying to support my, you know what I mean? It's like, of course I'll pay whatever. Just like, I want them to look beautiful and feel beautiful. Yeah, whatever.
And I was gonna say, did I talk about it on the podcast that I wanted to like maybe do dead people's hair before they go down?
Oh, I have also thought about doing the makeup for dead people.
Oh my god, we could be a duo. And like obviously like we wouldn't charge a lot.
No.
Or if anything.
At all.
Anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like those people who go and clean grave sites for free.
Oh my god, I love those videos.
Me too. It's like, dude, I think there's nothing
because someone was like, you're not gonna be scared like doing a dead person's hair. And I was like, no, they're gonna be thanking me when I get up there. They're like,
thank you.
I got no roots up here because of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
or whatever. It's just
we should look into that.
Yeah, I think you have to go to school for it.
No,
but I'm
down.
It. Yeah,
we could. Yeah.
Well, catch us next week as we become morticians.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's something that I feel would be cool to do.
I think so too. I think that's
and I think something cool about like, I guess doing hair and stuff is like the age range of people I meet and like working with older people and like hearing them talk and like hearing their stories, and then just like I'm like, oh cool. Yeah. I'm like, you're 90 something, you're still getting your hair did. I'm like, you definitely want it done before you go down. Like, and I was telling one of my clients and she was like, wow, that's great, I would love to do that. I'm like, yeah I was like, you got it, girl.
It would be really cool. I think I don't know. Also, because I watched My Girl when I was a kid. Did you ever watch that movie?
No. My Girl.
Anyway, it has Macaulay Culkin in it when he was like a little kid, and it is one of the most emotional movies personally.
I've never seen it. I did see a TikTok that was trending last year.
You know it then. The scene?
No, not a scene.
Oh.
The TikTok trend, which I'm surprised didn't go on your feed, was like, don't waste your time watching My Girl. You don't need the trauma. We already have too much of it.
Good. And
I'll watch it.
But My Girl's so good. There is some very emotional scenes with Macaulay Culkin's character, whatever. The little girl, her dad is a funeral home owner, and he like puts on the funerals and stuff like that, and then below in the basement, where because they live in the house too, below in the basement is where they keep the bodies, and they hire a mortician who's a woman, and she ends up doing the makeup and hair for them. At first it's like it's funny because it's like she does like really strong makeup, and they're like, whoa, and she's like, I think it's cute, but like she she like, figures it out. She's like, we're going for a softer look, whatever. The little girl has like, I don't know if it's because her mom's dead. She has like some type of like where she'll bring kids in and be like, look at this dead body, and like she'll charge them for like to come in, and then she'll open the casket and they'll run away before they look in, and there's nothing in there. She's just
that's
like
smart.
She's so smart, but she also is like always thinking she's dying.
Oh no!
So she like goes to the doctors all the time. I think I have a chicken bone stuck in my throat, and like I'm gonna die, and she's like, fine, you know what I mean? But it's just like this obsession with death and stuff like that, and it's such a good fucking movie, so everybody should go watch it.
On my list.
That movie, and not only fucked me up emotionally, but it made me want to be a fucking mortician because of that movie, because it just like the way that they talk about it and stuff, so normal, and like how helpful it is.
Have you ever listened to Morbid?
I think I listened to a episode.
One of the girls is a mortician, I believe.
Really? Yeah, that's cool. I know you have to, I think you do.
Yeah, I think so. But
maybe I would. I low key have talked about it in the past. Maybe I will look in. We should look into it.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll be like, how was school? We'll be like talking about school and work. Okay, really quick. I was going to say I feel like our work week was
Fast,
but I feel like it was a lot. I feel like
yeah.
the energy was weird at work. Everyone was on their man period, their regular period.
Everything.
The vibes were
Emotional,
so off.
touchy,
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah. I'm like, everyone was
separated.
Yeah. I was like, guys, we're literally a team. I thought we were
I know.
vibing in this hellhole together.
I was feeling dude, and I honestly feel like it has everything to do with that person who came in recently. Like that new person.
I agree.
They're putting a lot of that negative energy forward where it's like, fuck you guys. It's all about the company. And I feel like all of us are feeling that. And all of us are feeling like this pressure, like, is everyone against me?
Yeah, and it's
and it shouldn't be.
Yeah,
it's not.
I was gonna say, and a lot of people are feeling targeted, and a lot of people are getting targeted.
And those people who feel targeted obviously feel targeted for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
And have felt targeted, and I've called it out, and have been basically told that I'm fucking tripping, and I'm not.
No,
targeted.
They're gaslighting us.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm like, no. I was like, this isn't normal. I'm like, the fact that so many people have quit working there since that person got there is crazy.
The lack of care about their job now because there's no point.
Yeah.
It feels like there's no point, and you're always going to be targeted, and it just feels like shit anyway.
Yeah, and everyone's just in a terrible mood.
And so then that just trickles down, and it just affects everybody, and it's fucked up because you can't really tell those people like, well, suck it up and have a good time and do your job because fuck them anyway, like you're fucking us. It doesn't work that way. It's just they're in a bad mood, so it's just everybody is in a bad mood. It sucks so much, and I've been trying to just like, I'm in my own world, but it does feel like I'm catching looks too, and I'm like, what is going on?
What did I do to you? I'm literally in my work area.
I'm like, what am I doing, bro? Seriously, I don't know. I agree with you. I'm glad somebody else noticed because and I'm sure we're all noticing.
No, definitely.
And not saying anything.
I know, because I got a lot of, why is everyone in such a bad mood? Why is everyone in such a bad mood? And I'm like, yeah, it's in the water.
I guess so. It's obvious, and for all workplaces, it's upper management. You know.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like
stems.
Yeah. I was like, besides that, before that person was there, it was like, obviously like a job, but like
it had its issues.
Very enjoyable, for
the most part, yeah. For the most part. I mean, there was still like whatever
classic
issues,
work issues,
whatever issues, but I think this person is exacerbating it. I think they are making it worse.
Yeah.
I think that the energy that they're bringing in is not one of teamwork or camaraderie or compassion at all.
Yeah, it's all company money. The company
money. Yeah, 100%. Timing, like how much money it costs us a day for people to go to the bathroom, and then asking people where they're going when they're going to the bathroom. Why are you going to the bathroom? That's illegal.
And I was like, when they mentioned like, if you go to the restroom a lot, you need a doctor's note.
No.
I was like, okay, what's the doctor gonna say? Yeah, she drinks a lot of water, so she pees a lot.
Yeah,
like,
she's a pee-pee girl.
Yeah,
like,
I'm like,
what?
I'm like, everyone knows I pee. I have like the worst bladder control. I go pee all the time.
Fat shit. I'm allowed to take a fat shit. Okay, I don't care how long it takes. I don't care.
It's coming out.
If I, you know what? This might be a little gross for some people, but period shits are so bad.
Dude, they are.
Do not fucking tell me that I'm taking too much time or going to the bathroom too much if I have fucking period shits.
Or no, like not even that. Like if you're just on your period and it's super heavy and like
I gotta go change my shit. Like you're not gonna tell me I need a doctor's note for that. Yeah. I don't have to tell you my personal reasons for going to the bathroom. You asking me it's in violation of workers' rights. I have the right to go to the bathroom. You don't have the right to tell me why am I going to the bathroom. I don't need to tell you that I'm taking a shit or pissing or bleeding out or whatever. I don't need to tell you any of that. And when she said that, the whole thing about having a medical note or whatever, I was like, no, that's illegal for you. Like, if it was like I'm stuck in there for hours, maybe then I understand. I have IBS, whatever it is. But when I just have to go to the bathroom multiple times throughout the day, and you think that's too much, you're too much. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Is anyone timing her how many times she goes to the bathroom? No. Nobody's fucking stopping her on the way and asking her why she's going to the bathroom. And when they said they want us to use our breaks for the bathroom, I shook my head so hard because you are not going to tell me that the time I'm supposed to be using to rest and eat so I can go back and work for you is going to be used in the bathroom. You don't get to tell me how to use my time. That's not rest.
Yeah.
That's not rest.
Yeah, and by law, Nevada law specifically, you are allowed a 10-minute uninterrupted break.
Uninterrupted. That means don't come at me telling me I should have been using the bathroom that whole time.
And the only time you'll catch me in the bathroom on my break is if I'm sick with like diarrhea. Sorry.
And
TMI, but
and it's really not their. That's what I'm saying. You know, like at the end of the day, it's not.
No,
their
and it's
what
funny.
I do in the bathroom.
No, yeah, and it's funny because like there's been times where our supervisor's like, where were you during this gap? And I was like taking a fat shit, and then they're like, no, you don't have to like go into details. I'm like, I feel like I have to.
You're questioning me.
Yeah.
I
was like, that's what I was doing. Like,
and like, I don't know. It's not like. I guess they're trying to like stop people from who aren't using the bathroom or whatever. But like, you still have no right to tell people what to do in the bathroom.
Which is crazy because they know, and that's what I think is funny is like they know there's a person that's causing a problem and they're like gonna punish everyone else instead of like saying, hey bro, maybe you should like not sit in the bathroom for 30 minutes
watching
several times.
Whatever you're doing or whatever it is. Like because and that's the thing too, they seem to have this like and we've all, because there's multiple different types of shifts in our job, so we all don't really coordinate with each other. It's through management, and then if any of our shifts do anything wrong, every shift gets the message, and it does feel very annoying. And I think all shifts feel that, where it's like, well, what the fuck? That has nothing to do with us.
No, and it has nothing to do with any of the shifts, and everyone's rebelling against the other shifts, and it's not. It's not us.
It's not against. It shouldn't be against each other.
It's the leadership that's not doing what they need to do.
Not communicating, not being clear.
Not enforcing rules.
Right.
Not
choosing favorites to choose who can and can't. And that's where it falls through. And it just, I don't know. If this is their way of fixing things by being really nitpicky about who and when we go to the bathroom and how much time we're taking out of their money and stuff like that, that's not the issue. That's not what they should be fixing. But I'm not in their job. I'm not in their position. I guess it's not my job to tell them how to do it.
Above our pay grade.
Yep, exactly. Out of my hands.
Yes. Just my circus, not my monkeys.
Yeah, exactly. Which, I've been playing Let's Build a Zoo.
Oh, yeah. How's it going?
Dude, I have so many animals now. It's fucking crazy. I have, like, bears, and I literally have so many animals. I crashed my game earlier today.
Oh, no.
Trying to play it. I was like, dang. But it's fun. It's super, super fun. But that's pretty much it.
I remembered what I was going to say earlier.
Oh, yeah, what?
I was just going to say, just like a quick gratitude corner at the end. But yeah, I was just going to say, I am grateful to be working. I am grateful for my job.
Yes.
I'm grateful for my opportunities. Like I said towards the beginning of the pod, I'm still getting a lot of really good opportunities for me to keep growing. And I'm just happy that I'm obviously good enough to be accepted into new positions and just keep growing. So, and grateful for my friends and family and for the 8 hours of sleep I got last night.
Woo! Love that.
Woo!
I am grateful for also the opportunity to work and have a job that fulfills the needs that I have. Very thankful for the animals and friends and people in my life, family included.
Your new space.
Yeah, my new home. I'm just really grateful.
You're so at peace too. You're like so much happier.
Dude, I don't know. There's something about I don't know. It's like so solid. It feels solid, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like for a lot of my life, not to get off track, but I have never felt that way. And I have always felt like I'm never going to find solid ground and like where I'm going to be for a while. Yeah. And this feels like that. Good. So I think that's it.
Good.
So I'm very grateful for that and having that feeling. And honestly, I'm very grateful that each day is almost boring. Like, you know what I mean?
You're not having drama.
Yeah, it's like, or I'm not full of anxiety, and I'm not waking up throwing up. Like I'm me in my world, living it up.
Yes.
So I'm very grateful for that, and I'm grateful for every time. We're always grateful for you listeners who give us a platform to be able to do this and talk and stuff. And I'm grateful for Jess specifically because I love you. You're my best friend.
Oh my gosh. I love you. I'm also grateful for you. Yeah. But also me and Jess always text each other that we're grateful for each other all the time. Yeah. Imagine I take out an insurance policy of you and it's like you get 3 million gratefuls. I'm like, yeah, that's all I wanted. Yes! That's all I wanted.
Yes.
They're like, this isn't right.
They're like, this is not real.
I'm like, you're right, because I never do that.
Oh, that's so funny. So with that note, don't take insurance policies out on your best friend unless you're in business together and it's not mean.
Yeah.
Go for your dreams, even if that's being a mortician or other. Podcasting, whatever. Yeah. Be grateful for the things that you have, even if some things are frustrating.
Yeah, and don't forget to support your friends.
Always.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us in the abyss.
Yeah. Have a great day. Bye.